Yeah, I don't know what that date is, but
It's the 14th. It's the
14th
second
sounds
Monday.
right.
okay. All right, great, so you guys have one more.
Wait, but we won't be the second Monday, right?
No, we want to do the 21st as the third Monday.
Right.
But they're planning to schedule a debate for the 21st.
Perfect.
Yeah. That's the plan. I don't know how.
Plan what? What? What's the plan?
What's-
They're having
I think that's
Oh,
All right.
Do you know what kind
So-
of?
so-
It
say-
says it's gonna be at the Emerson.
It's gonna be at the Emerson?
Debate's gonna be at the Emerson.
That's
What's going on?
Oh.
We're trying to schedule it.
So it's
Do you
gonna
know
be
what
a
time
debate
it's going to
with
be?
supervisors and candidates. So an election coming up.
And, but,
What is that date? So we gotta push it to the fourth Monday?
We can do first Tuesday, that's October 1st.
That's 2 weeks away.
That's court.
No, I think Tuesday was,
Court doesn't meet here, though.
so the fourth Monday would be the 28th, October 28th.
This is Sam. I guess we have to meet here so it can be.
Chris is willing, so we can tell about it.
Okay. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
So that's quite a ways away. I mean, I'd like to see it maybe sooner than that.
yeah, I think we should meet before that. 'Cause, you know, I mean, even if it isn't a month, it could be 2 weeks. I mean, you know, we just really, I'm just getting to know people that are on the committee
Yeah.
and where you're coming from.
Sure.
And, you know, we bantered back and forth a little bit, which I think is good, a good start. And I don't mean, I don't want you to feel like I'm attacking the short-term rental, because I know it is good for the town. I know that, you know, it's probably good for the whole geographical area. However, you know, I'm just concerned about my neighbors and myself. You know, I'm 75, and it's like, you know, you don't know who's next door, and you like that security and that sense of having, you know, family next door, you know,
No.
residents who you call family, and your neighbors and stuff.
All
And you
points,
watch out for you.
all
And
points
you
well,
watch out for them.
all points well taken. These are the issues we have to resolve.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the main thing is to respect each other and listen. You know,
Yeah, I think that's a good point.
and then, I think we're all committed. to
But before we leave, can I just ask Howie a question?
Sure.
Is short-term rentals right now in the town of Shandaken, is it legal?
Well,
That could be yes or no.
yeah, I guess it is legal because plenty of people are doing it.
No, no, no,
And-
based on the zoning.
On zoning,
Yeah,
well, when
not-
you get
not-
into more than
Not on
just,
your opinion.
you get more into other things, fire and safety, building
No,
codes.
no, no, I want to know.
I'm telling you.
Hank, the answer is, in some cases it is, yes, in some cases it does fit in with the zoning code. I think in many cases it doesn't.
Mhm.
Is that the correct
That's,
answer?
yeah.
I'll accept.
But there's other things besides the zoning codes. There's building codes. And the building codes all come from fire and safety. And that's the reason we have zoning laws. And so it's not just the town codes, we also have building codes. You know, are the stairs safe? Are the exit doors easily available? Is there a fire extinguisher in the house? Has the furnace been inspected? Is there carbon monoxide detectors?
As Howie has pointed out, there are many single-family, quote, legal residences that don't fit that, that don't live up to that inspection. So that's the legality right there.
Single-family houses are not inspected on a yearly basis. They're never inspected except for final inspection.
Yeah.
And then there's these little sheds that they're renting out too, like Lower High Street, you can see those rentals there past the train station.
Those are Airbnb rentals?
Yeah.
No, but I don't believe they are. They were for a little while, but I don't think they are now.
But I know they were.
They were.
Yeah, I think Alan and his wife Lynn did that for a little while. and then they-
Baby toes. From baby toes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, but they're not now.
They're
No,
not doing that anymore.
Just Arch Street.
They're not because they decided not to, or someone
No,
stopped?
you'd have to speak to them.
So I kind of outlined that there's a camp figure
Yeah?
So we could either do second, third, or fourth Monday, first Wednesday, first, second, or fourth Thursday. That's it.
Now, in 2 weeks, you have a.
Thursday is,
What happened with this date we had for October?
Well, we're just trying to work it in because of the holiday.
Sure.
No, we're not
Thursday.
scheduled for the next month.
We did have it scheduled, but now they're saying that there is going to be a
Political
political
debate.
debate that same night. And although it won't be here, there's a lot of people here who feel like it would be important to.
Can we meet in 2 weeks? I mean,
I would
I think
prefer
this
that.
is important enough for everybody here in the town.
Why don't we do Wednesday the second, this first Wednesday of the month?
I mean, this was odd that I was able to make it. Many things changed. I'm good once we get out of this, but right now.
Okay, so you'd be willing to function as secretary?
Yes, I'll do,
Oh, yeah, I think I
Um,
feel about
Yeah, so we're gonna meet in 2 weeks?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, October 2nd, Wednesday?
October the 2nd, I heard, right?
Yep.
30th is a Monday, yeah.
Can we do a little earlier? I know Holly was asking, or 7 will work.
7 works for me, I'd be willing to compromise.
I'm coming down
6:30.
from Albany, 7 makes it a little bit easier.
Okay.
If I get stuck like I did today.
Does everybody else say?
It's okay with
7,
me.
Any time's good for me.
Anytime.
okay.
All right,
So
we'll say
deference
7.
to Sam, we can, let's say
Yeah,
7. All right, Howie has his late dinner, so he's cool. All right, so we're signing in my role of chairperson, I'm assigning homework.
I just have, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but do we want to now, I mean, then for October, are we putting the, that fourth?
Second.
The second.
Wednesday.
No, for October, since we're not going to do it on the
Have that be our
21st.
second, our
Our third
October
meeting.
meeting.
yeah, it'll be the October meeting, so then
So we
we'll
won't
meet
have another one
till
until
November.
November?
Yeah, but
Or
do
do you-
want-
or do you wanna
why do
try
we
to
have to
do-
meet just once a month? I mean,
Yeah,
if we're
let-
making some progress. I
let's-
mean, this is a big issue for, I think, a lot of people. And by just meeting once a month, I know it's like, Sam, it's probably tough for you, but if we meet every couple of weeks or whenever we can get it in, prior to being a 30-day type of thing, I think it's better for us and probably better for the town. We can get this thing maybe resolved and, in the near future. I mean, we could all get our heads together and
And I-
It's better
get
for
a
the
little think
process.
tank.
And I imagine most, I mean, that's gonna be pretty exhausting going through those results, like it was the first time. Especially if we dip into the comments, so why don't we, I think it would probably be good to have a second meeting in October.
Okay.
So the 28th.
28th?
The 28th, that would be the fourth Monday of the month.
So we're meeting October 2nd, Wednesday, 7 PM, and October 28th, Monday, 7 PM here.
Because once we get, I mean, we're going to be getting into November and December and holidays and everything's gonna, you know,
See,
get a little crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so important piece of business, we have our other member just walked in. Could you please introduce yourself?
Hi, Elizabeth Neisel. Neisel.
We were trying to figure out how to pronounce it.
So I swear the last email that I saw said we were meeting at 8 PM, so I'll get the meeting time right next time, yeah.
Yeah. So are you an Airbnb owner or? why you-
No, we, just a year ago, in fact, a year ago, just a couple days ago, purchased the former glass fountain inn, which we're maybe changing the name to the Greenwood Inn.
Oh, okay.
Where is
So
that?
it's on 214, about a half mile off Main Street in Phoenicia.
about quarter mile.
Yeah, actually, I know about a quarter mile. Yeah, about a quarter mile. 0.4, just under 0.4 to be exact. Yes, once upon a time. After that, the bathing place.
No, Jeff?
There's also the plot where the Nile Barber boarding house was back in the 1800s, which was the first fly fishing resort in America.
I recently learned that from one of the Schlossers, in fact.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you claim that your building was the dairy barn of the Barber.
I am told the cottage that is the It looks straight down the driveway, there's the garage, and next to it is a cottage. I'm told that was the milking barn, and up behind that were the dairy barns,
Uh-huh.
the actual physical larger barns.
So you would run that as an inn or an Airbnb, or what was your business model?
It is currently permitted to operate as an inn, so that's how we intend to operate it.
Okay.
Sorry to change something real quick. Ellen, are those meetings gonna work for you to film?
I think so.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, we should have
That's okay.
asked you.
I would have said, because I'm taping the October 21st here.
Okay.
Okay, thank you all. Does anybody else have anything else to say or they want to add, or?
I would add this. I know we're all responsible adults, but we're also busy. I think part of the homework I would recommend come with 3 things that you pulled. You know, either verbatim or a result. You gotta come with 3 to the table, and let's just have a conversation.
Thank you. Three of
Three
the most
what?
important things.
Important
Hold
issues.
on, hold on, 3 issues.
Issues
three
that
important
are
issues
important
you see.
based on the survey.
Yeah.
Either a number or a verbatim,
Yeah.
and just bring it to our attention. Let's
Great
say,
idea.
here's something that spoke to me.
Thank you.
And everybody push it on his own.
I would like to pass this
All
around.
576.
Yeah, exactly.
This is, there was an article in the Poughkeepsie Journal, I think that the people on the Oak Ridge Rental Committee already saw this, but this is,
Yeah, perfect.
basically, I took
Small.
an article that was published in the Poughkeepsie Journal, and obviously, the data varies town by town, but I took the county the county data and assumed, dividing it by, the number of population and stuff, I came up with some numbers that are kind of directional, they're not exact. It'll give you an idea of the size of Airbnb in Ulster County, which was just voted to have the highest number of Airbnbs in the Hudson Valley. And specifically, what Shandaken kind of is in reference to the other Airbnbs in the county, just so you have a sense of what the economic impact is on the town of Shandaken.
Can we get that distributed electronically?
Yeah, I'm
The
gonna,
secretary? You got all our emails, right?
yeah. I didn't have Hank's, but I think we have Hank's now, so, yeah, I'll send it out electronically.
You guys work with Slack or other?
Even like Google Documents, that kind of a thing?
Yeah.
I haven't worked with Slack, I've heard of it.
It's very common now.
Do you have to pay for it?
No, I don't think so.
There is a free version, but Google Docs works very well.
And we used to Google Docs, so if somebody wants to set it up, I'll go to a shared site, it's actually a great place to keep info. You can do that.
I'm not capable of doing it, but if anybody is or does want to do that,
I'm
I
not
can
capable.
Slack with your docs.
Well, I mean, does that work for everybody? Because if it's going to be where some people, it's,
Well, I
So
can
if
say,
somebody has a
all
Google account,
that I
it's
do
already
is
set up.
you just create a document, and then invite everybody in, and then you can see all the files that are in that thing. You can just click to go to, you have Google?
Yeah.
So you just go to Google, and then you go to the triangle thing that says Share Docs. If you go in there, and then it would say documents shared with you, and then it would be STR committee. You would click on it, and all the documents that we've created or put in would be there.
We have to set up a specific file name for the.
Well, I would call it the Shandaken STR committee, something like that, and then invite everybody in. And then the documents would be there whenever you want them.
That'll work great.
Okay, now another issue I think we should settle in the first meeting before I turn my back around and address the people behind me. Are we soliciting public comment at these meetings?
Mike, is that?
Anybody? Are we soliciting
I
public comment at these
think
meetings?
these meetings should be just committee meetings, and then when we come up with things, these meetings are open to the public, but not to comments. And I think if you open them up to comments, if we're saying something and there's people there that don't like what you're saying, they're gonna have a comment right away, and if you allow that, you're gonna disrupt what we're trying to accomplish. At least that's what I think.
I agree. I think it's important to be transparent, but we gotta get some work done.
Yeah.
And then have something to have a conversation with the public.
I think the way we did it with the first committee was, we occasionally would open it up at the end.
Right,
Yeah.
very end,
At the
yeah.
very end, we would do that.
I mean, nothing was talked really.
Then you might not ever get out of it.
Just in the interest of transparency.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Support and involvement, gain community buy-in, legitimacy.
For me, down the road, there should be public. Okay.
So let's make sure
You
we.
want to end the meeting with?
We
with
could
some
do
public
that
comment?
periodically.
No, that's what I'm saying, down the
But
road. I
you
don't
can't
think
do that
it's
every
tonight.
meeting, because if we have a long meeting and we're making progress, and then you open it up to public comment, you're never gonna get out of here. I mean, that's one thing, and our meetings are at 7 o'clock, and it's not that you wanna not have the public comment or get their input, because I think the input is already here, as you said, in these, research papers.
You're apparently channeling the comprehensive plan process.
Yeah, I mean, so if, we're the committee that's trying to recommend something to the town, right? That's gonna work for everybody, hopefully. Nothing ever works for everybody, but for the most.
A compromise for everybody.
Yeah, compromise. We're gonna be able to negotiate this and come up with a compromise that everybody can live with. Not everybody will live with it, but, then we can open it up, when we come up with some sort of solution, we can open it up to the public.
Something we could consider, is that you conduct the meeting, you complete the meeting, and then we conduct what's sometimes called a plus delta. We turn to the public and say, plus, what did you hear tonight that seems like it's a good thing, needs to be worked on some more, and we should continue conversation about it? And delta would be, what have we missed? What would you change about the conversation we're having? If you do something like that when we're done with our work.
I think, I think that's a great idea. I mean, just so you know, when they had the other committee meeting, and there was different people who would attend, and that's kind of generally what you guys did, was at the end, you turn to us and ask
Most
a
of the people that
question.
were at those meetings, weren't they STR people?
Yeah, but it didn't matter. It was still helpful for the people on the committee who, like, for me, I don't run Airbnb, so I don't know how they're run. So it was helpful for me to get that. We didn't do it every time, but there are certain issues where it was very helpful to have that public comment.
There are also people who think
It
that.
was like 10, 15, I mean, we never stayed here for like.
Look, if it's 9:30, I'm putting the kibosh on the public comment. But I think for the most part, if we have an issue that's going to be divisive and we're not necessarily struggling with it, but we want to see direct feedback, I don't think it hurts to have public comment.
No,
I agree,
So,
yeah.
I mean,
Part of the process.
I think that your job would be that it's value add to the committee. I mean, sometimes people go into life stories about when there was a baby, and we're all like trying to get out of here. It would be your responsibility to make sure that it's value add to the committee.
you got to buy a gavel.
Okay. Get a big rubber rock. That way I can throw it.
But don't build a cairn with it.
No.
You'll get in trouble.
No. Get the zoning laws?
Hiking.
Okay, may I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I'll make that motion.
Kevin makes a motion, Hank seconds it.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion is so moved as stated. Thank you. Thanks for your participation, folks.
Thank you.
Thanks, I'm with you, and get the ones from.
What happened to the public comment?
So what was that spicy cake?
I think they.
No public comments. Chuck, you gotta go home. Can't say anything and you gotta go home. Not now, maybe later, but definitely tomorrow.
No, I think it's a good idea. But, well, I don't think
It's a
it's...
good idea for you, but not for the committee.
I've been on these committees before, and if you don't take into consideration...
You wanna sit, you could have my spot on the committee.
No, I've been here before. I was on the comprehensive plan.
You almost got skinned, right alive.
Hi, I'm Vivian Welton, and hi Hank. I haven't met you before, yeah. Yeah, so I'm on the planning board of the affiliation to the Ulster County Planning Board, and I'm also on the Board of Assessment Review, so you may have seen me in those projects. But I'm also somebody who's been looking at meetings and reading it, and yeah. Good, you've been watching, that's great.
I'm still up. I always go to the channel 26 to see if there's a meeting going on.
That's great, that's
I'm
great.
interested in what's
Yeah. Right.
You agree or disagree?
Well, you get educated that way, so you hear what's being talked about.
I see what's going on.
So Dennis is always putting in his comments at the Ulster County Planning Board. He did come and make a presentation. You captured that last, yeah. So I hear like.
I think it's a good idea to have your public comment at the end.
So, Woodstock's ahead of us, so we get to see like how that works.
We will. That's how we're going to do it. But if we don't have a picture,
Unfortunately,
Well, that's what I was going to say, because Woodstock has a whole different situation there, yes.
if you set people up to expect public comment and then at the end of the meeting, it's 8:30 and they say, oh, no public comment, that isn't going to fly well. People sit through the whole thing, keep their mouth shut, and then all of a sudden
Yeah, we have
expect
friends in
that they're going to
Sarasota, my boyfriend's relatives live there. We see what the rental situation is there.
look, there's an issue that needs to be talked about. When I jokingly say we're going to put the bottom, we're going to expedite the process as much as possible. You know how public comment goes, I'm just going to listen, it doesn't need to be.
Well, it shouldn't be dialogue. People should comment and not expect that they're going to get an answer. Right.
So what we want to do is kind of report, but not by going backwards, but by going like, yeah.
Police car. The prisoner in the back.
We need to decide what we want to see happen and what we want to make happen. Because what this, like Sam said, the zoning regulations don't reflect
Got a little heated at the end of the meeting.
Nobody's really taking a look at them, and that's what I think this committee needs to do at some point is, do we need
But the
to
fact of the matter
actually
is,
change the
there was a
zoning?
discussion
And I
years
think
ago
that's
with Gary
probably what's
and it was when Rob said, have you spoken to him?
right.
No, he's full of shit.